Hello class 9 students. In this chapter we have seen that Pip was a very young boy who was an orphan, who never saw his parents, and did not even have anything, any photograph or anything like that to form an impression about them. So he used to come to the graveyard and offer flowers, before the tombstones, and from the tombstones he made his childish fancies, kind of formed an impression about how his dead parents and his brothers were. And then we find that the place was a marsh country, that is a wetland area, and the particular place where he was standing was a churchyard which had overgrown with, it was covered with nettles, and from a distance he could see the dikes, and the mounds and the gates, and the cattle who were grazing over there. And the wind was also blowing very hard, and that made Pip shiver out of cold, and he was also very frightened, and he started to cry, and he was also almost making a run to escape when he was stopped by a stranger who threatened to kill Pip. So this was the place where we stopped in the previous video. Now, a fearful man, all in coarse grey. So he was wearing, you can form an impression from the picture that is given. He is wearing grey color dress, and a coarse grey. Coarse means rough, okay, with great iron on his legs. So the man had iron chains on his leg. A man with no hat. The man did not wear a hat. Rather, he had a rag, okay, with broken shoes. The shoes that the man was wearing were broken, and with an old rag. So it seems a kind of turban, but it is, it was not even a proper one. So we can understand that from the chains could be that this person is a prisoner who has escaped, and he is wearing a kind of rag on his head. So this is poor, a wretched man, okay, and tied around his head. The man had been soaked in water, so maybe when he was trying to escape, he fell on water, and so he was fully wet and smothered in mud, that he was all covered in mud, and lamed by stones. So when he was lamed by stones means he had been hurt, and his legs had hurt his legs, and he had a limp while walking, and cut by flints. Flints is a kind of stone, and stung by nettles. Nettles is also a kind of insects, and torn by briars. Briars are thorny plants. You have the meaning here of the briar, and who limped. Okay, so he was in iron chains and broken shoes, so we can understand. And there was also some problem, so he was limping, that is, he was not walking in a proper manner. There was problem with his legs, and shivered and glared and growled. Shivered means shivered out of cold, and glared. Glaring means when you when you have a terrifying look on your face. We use it with animals. Glared and growled. Growl means a sound that is made by animals, wild animals. So we can understand that how fearful this person is, and a small boy like Pip, it's very natural that he would become afraid of that person whose teeth chattered in his head as he seized me by the chin. And his teeth chattered, that is, he was also shivering out of cold, and that's why, that chattering sound was there. When both your upper and lower teeth, they come together, means it's a kind of thing which happens when you're too cold, okay, when you're feeling very cold. So chattered in his as he seized me by the chin. So caught hold of this, exactly how it is seen in the picture. "Oh, don't cut my throat, sir," I pleaded in terror. "Pray, don't do it, sir." So the boy said that, "Please don't kill me, okay, please don't cut my throat," because this person had already threatened him to cut, stay still or I'll cut your throat. So he pleaded. "Tell us your name," said the man, "quick." "Pip, sir." "Once more," said the man, staring at me. "Give it mouth." "Pip, Pip, sir." So give it mouth, that is, pronounce your name properly. "Pip, what kind of name is this?" So he said that, "Yes, my name is Pip, Pip, sir." "Show us where you live," said the man. "Paint out the place," that is, point out the place, it's given in your book. So he says that, "Where do you live? Show me the place where you live." I pointed to where our village lay, on the flat inshore. Inshore is inside, in the mainland, among the older trees, a kind of trees, older trees and pollards. Pollards are also kind of trees, a mile or more from the church. So the distance from the village where he lived and the churchyard was a mile. So he pointed over there. The man, after looking at me for a moment, turned me upside down and emptied my pockets. So when he looked at Pip, he looked at him for some time, and then he just took Pip and he just turned him upside down, and he shook him so that if there was anything inside his pocket, it would fall. So, and emptied my pockets. So his main intention was to empty his pockets. There was nothing in them but a piece of bread. So there was just a piece of bread. When the church came to itself, for he was so sudden and strong that he made it go head over heels before me, and I saw the church steeple under my feet. When the church came to itself, I say, I was seated on a high tombstone, trembling while he ate the bread ravenously. So what this person was, this person, he met Pip all of a sudden, and first of all he threatened Pip that, I'll cut your throat if you try to, escape. And then when Pip pleaded, he said, "Where do you live? Just show me the place." And he showed the place. And then all of a sudden this person, took him, turned him upside down, and shook him to empty his pockets. So when he was turning upside down, it appeared to him that the church steeple under my feet, that is, the church was upside down, means he was upside down. That is the reason why it looked as though the church steeple, that is the top of the church, was under his feet. And when the church came to itself means when I was again I turned in the right position, okay, then I was seated, okay, he put me on a high tombstone, trembling. As it is, he was trembling out of fear. Cold wind was blowing, and now he's all the more trembling out of fear, shaking out of fear, while he ate the bread ravenously. That is, this person was very hungry, so he, gobbled it up as fast as he could. Just a person would eat when he is very hungry. We stop here today. We'll do the rest of it in the next class. Thank you.